Dr. Marcia here. So after years of being a psychiatrist and dealing with depression, here's what I've learned. There are things that you should say to somebody who's depressed and things that you shouldn't say. There are 5 things I think you should always say to someone who's depressed. The first thing to say is, I see that you're having a hard time, because people feel better when they're understood as opposed to being judged or analyzed. The second thing to say is, I'm here for you. Depression is very isolating and alienating, and people feel a sense of relief when they're not alone in their pain. The third thing to say to someone who's depressed is that you don't have to figure it out on your own. Depressed people often believe that it's up to them to figure out a solution. Then they feel bad when inevitably they can't. When they're reassured that they don't have to go it alone, they feel a lot less guilty and a lot less overwhelmed. The fourth thing to say to a depressed person is, are you thinking about hurting yourself? You should always ask a depressed person if they're having suicidal thoughts or plans, because you could prevent a possible tragedy. The fifth thing to say is, let's get you some professional help. Depression is a mental illness and needs to be treated by qualified mental health professionals. Just like any other illness, it won't go away by having an attitude adjustment, thinking better thoughts, or going for a brisk walk. So those are the 5 things that you should always say to someone who's depressed. And there is one thing that you should never say. You should never minimize the other person's feelings. Everyone's experience is unique. It's unfair to tell a depressed person to cheer up because it's not so bad or because someone else has it worse. This will probably make them feel like a loser and maybe even more depressed. The next time someone you know is struggling with depression, please remember this list. You might even save a life.